The economy's going down, and what does that even mean? Okay, folks, buckle up because we're talking economics. Don't worry, I'll try to make it as painless as possible. Imagine the economy as a giant wobbly Jenga tower. When times are good, the tower is steady, people have jobs, and they're buying stuff. But when things go south, it's like someone yanked out a crucial block and the whole thing starts to teeter. That's an economic crisis in a nutshell. Jobs disappear, prices skyrocket, and everyone's freaking out about their retirement funds. Fun times, right? So, why is everything so expensive? Blame Game Time. Let's dive into the reasons behind this economic turmoil. Now, let's talk about why this whole economic mess is happening. It's a complex web of interconnected issues. It's like a bad reality TV show with multiple villains, each playing their part in this drama. First up, we have COVID-19. This pandemic has had a ripple effect on the global economy. Remember that uninvited guest who crashed the party back in 2020? It brought the world to a standstill. Turns out it's still causing chaos. Businesses are still reeling from its impact. Supply chains are all messed up and businesses are struggling to keep up. This has led to shortages and higher prices. Then there's the war in Ukraine, which has driven up energy prices and added fuel to the inflation fire. This conflict has far-reaching consequences. And let's not forget about climate change, the ultimate party pooper, causing extreme weather events that disrupt agriculture and drive up food prices. Farmers are struggling to cope. It's a recipe for disaster. All these factors combined create a perfect storm, making everything more expensive. From fancy cheese to used cars, everyone's feeling the pinch. Here's the thing about economic crises, they don't discriminate. Whether you're sipping champagne on a yacht or struggling to make rent, everyone feels the pinch. For everyday folks, it means higher prices for everything from groceries to gas. That fancy cheese you like? Forget about it. That used car you've been eyeing? Out of your price range. Even billionaires are feeling the heat with their stock portfolios taking a nosedive. It's a global economic pity party and nobody's having fun. Section 4. Remember that time when? Yeah, history repeats itself. You know what they say, history repeats itself. It's a phrase we've all heard, but how often do we really think about its implications? And unfortunately, economic crises are no exception. Remember the Great Depression. It was a time of immense hardship and struggle for millions. The 2008 financial crisis. It shook the global economy to its core, leaving lasting impacts that we still feel today. Yeah, those weren't exactly walks in the park. They were periods marked by severe unemployment, loss of homes, and widespread financial instability. The good news is that we can learn from past mistakes. By analyzing these events, we can develop strategies to prevent future crises. The bad news is that we don't always do a great job of it. Often, warnings go unheeded, and history ends up repeating itself. Still, by studying these historical economic meltdowns, we can start to see patterns and identify potential solutions. It's a continuous learning process because, let's face it, nobody wants a repeat of the Great Depression. The suffering and hardship were immense. Except maybe for those folks who stockpiled beans and toilet paper. They seem to be preparing for the worst, just in case history decides to repeat itself again. Section 5, smart people, big ideas. Can we fix this mess? So, can we actually fix this economic mess, or are we doomed to repeat history's greatest hits? The stakes are high and the pressure is on. Well, the good news is that economists are a clever bunch and they've got some ideas. They are constantly analyzing data, brainstorming solutions, and working tirelessly to find a way out. One solution is for governments to step in and provide financial assistance to struggling businesses and individuals. This could help stabilize the economy and provide a safety net for those in need. Think stimulus checks, but hopefully this time they'll actually reach the people who need them most. It's about ensuring that the aid is effective and timely. Another approach is to tackle inflation head-on by raising interest rates and reining in spending. This method aims to control the money supply and curb excessive spending. Of course, there's no easy fix, and every solution comes with its own set of challenges. Each policy has its pros and cons, and the impact can vary widely. But hey, at least we're having a conversation, right? Open dialogue and diverse perspectives are crucial in finding the best path forward. Section 6. Deep breaths, everyone. We've got this, maybe. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The global economic outlook is pretty bleak right now. But before you start building an underground bunker and hoarding canned goods, take a deep breath. We've been through tough times before, and we've always come out the other side. The key is to work together, support each other, and maybe, just maybe, learn from our mistakes this time around. So let's put on our optimistic pants, or sweatpants, whatever's more comfortable, and tackle this economic crisis head on. Because hey, if we can survive a global pandemic, we can survive anything, right?